the tow truck with the truck driver. So got an interesting trip on the way up, and he's having a great day here at Pocono. He's going to take second from Mike Skinner pretty soon, as you can see him closing in there. Skinner's car pretty tight right now. Johnny's is free. He likes it.
I hope the doctor gives him the all clear this week, because Sears Point out in Sonoma, California is a long drive otherwise.
And how many times have you watched drivers when they say they're sick
they
have the best run they ever had in their life? I mean, he's doing very well right now, and then you couldn't ever tell that he had a problem at all. Whoa, they were dodging a piece of metal there on the front straightaway.
You see that?
Like.
Caution. They just saw them dodge that piece of metal on the main straightaway. And caution, Jeremy Mayfield in at lap number 72. So Mayfield in at lap number 72. Debris is on the racetrack. You saw that piece of metal that they were dodging here on the main straight. Now, Jeremy had already entered pit road prior to the caution being displayed. Tony Stewart is the race leader.
The one good part about that, Eli, is he won't lose a lap. The racetrack is so big, he'd back out there. He's on the tail end of the lead lap, and as everybody else pits, he'll be right back up there.
And you say, well, this track is no bigger than Daytona, and it's smaller than Talladega. But again, not to belabor the point, but without banking here, it's a flat track. Takes you darn near a minute to get around this racetrack. Whereas at Talladega, Daytona, 48, 49, 50 seconds. Those 10 seconds are a big difference as Robin Pemberton tries to get warm. Pit road, the busiest place in the Pocono Mountains today. Dick Berggren.
Well, Tony Stewart has come and gone. He had called into his crew and told them the car is perfect going in, perfect coming out. Just don't change that. Get rid of the push in the middle. They did it with air pressure. Only change they made, they had a good stop. Glenn?
And I'm down to Rusty Wallace's pit. Rusty's been fighting a tight race car as well, and so they made an air pressure adjustment. Also, they made a wedge adjustment on the car, so the car a little bit way tighter than Rusty wanted. Now let's talk about his teammate, Jeremy Mayfield, in the 12. Mayfield was on pit road when that caution flag came out. He went ahead and took the 4 tires. They went ahead and did the pit stop. Now when things cycle around, he should be right up at the lead of the pack.
Indeed, that's how things will cycle around. The piece of debris that the team started dodging, Bill Elliott was unable to dodge. The piece of metal got lodged underneath the McDonald's car, but there was no significant damage. He came around. They took a look under the undercarriage of the car. Everything was intact, no problems, and Bill is able to continue. But he was the guy who finally couldn't dodge the debris, ran over it, and carried it around for the remainder of that 2.5 miles. The infield's a bit down capacity-wise today. The grandstand darn near full on a Monday.
The car had gotten to where it was a little tight getting in the corners and loose off. So they made some wedge and air pressure adjustments on that car. So they're hoping it'll get him back up front like when the race started. But he still had a pretty good race car all day long. And Eli, the temperature is up to 13 now from 12.
I hear you. You see the STP crew reviewing their pit stops. They all tape their pit work. As the green is in the air, we are 23 laps from halfway. Everybody driving with one eye on the racetrack, another eye skyward. This is a very interesting time in the schedule, too, running here in Pennsylvania and then having to be at Sears Point in California the middle of the week. A lot of fellows have appearances there as early as Wednesday, and with weather still circulating in the area, kind of a scary time. Rusty Wallace helping shove Tony Stewart past Mayfield and into the lead. So Mayfield leads laps 75 and 76. Tony Stewart retakes the lead lap 77 here at Pocono. "37 cars still on the lead lap. The first one not on the lead lap is the 55 of Kenny Wallace, that square D car you see coming. And here goes Rusty Wallace for the lead.
Just goes right by, down in the corner there. Jeremy's going to try to close the door on the 20 car as they come off the corner. It's going to be tough to pass that 20 car down the back straightaway, though. Tony Stewart's been very fast, but they're bump drafting to get by him now.
Rusty Wallace led laps 1 through 22. He then led laps 27 through 36. He takes over now at lap number 78.
It's really nice to have a teammate in a situation like that. Jeremy just got behind Rusty Wallace and got in the slipstream there. Just like at Daytona, Talladega, 2 cars run much faster than 1 car, and they just went right on by.
Behind Rusty, some great scrambles going on.
And you see stuff flying out from under the car. That's rubber that's worn off the tires and gets up in the inner fenders there. And as they run around here, there's vibration and it falls out like that.
10, Johnny Benson. 22, Ward Burton. 3, Dale Earnhardt. 31, Skinner. The black and orange number 28, Ricky Rudd. Addison 4th on back through 8th.
Boy, Earnhardt's on a charge right now. Underneath Benson as they head down into the turn 3 there. He'll get the spot as they go down in the corner. As I was saying.
And there you see the pass take place right off the turn. Earnhardt sizing up Ward Burton for 4th.
Yeah, he's going to drive her right on down in the corner. Break late there. Ward Burton drives deep down in the corner, but right there you get a little bit of push in the middle part of the corner, and Earnhardt right now didn't actually get by him. I thought he'd drive right on by him in the center part of the corner.
Tell you, looking back on my notes from Daytona during speed weeks, Ward Burton said to me, as you see Ricky Rudd take away 6th spot from Johnny Benson, and Earnhardt take away the 4th spot from Ward. Ward Burton told me in February that at Pocono in June, just before halfway of the season, his goal was to be 7th in NASCAR Winston Cup points. And right now he's 3rd, and actually had been in 2nd. So it's been a wildly successful year for Ward Burton to this point, exceeding his hopes and expectations.
Dale Jarrett seems to have made some adjustments on the 88 car now. He's passing Jeff Burton down the back straightaway there. They start to hook up and draft down the straightaway, but I think Jarrett finally has his car working a little bit better.
Yeah, Glenn, looks like your brother's car is finally dialed in.
Well, they're getting closer, Eli. They've been working on it since the race started. The car started with a plow push condition. I mean, he absolutely couldn't turn it, and they kept making adjustments. That time in, they changed the little air pressure and took 2 rounds of wedge out of the car. Dale has radioed back, said it's the best that it's been. They still need a little bit more, but he's a lot happier than he was. And for that matter, so am I.
Dale Jarrett, he and Mark Martin have both finished in the top 5 in each of the last 6 races here at Pocono International Raceway. And when you compare to what the season's been like for Dale, he has 4 straight top 5 finishes now versus 4 in the first 10 races of the year. So the 88 car on the move today, and obviously on the move here as we near midway in the 2000 racing season. 18 laps from halfway. Tony Stewart's crew resting up for the next pit stop.